much for taking the time to talk to us. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So can you start, there was big news that came out from the governor yesterday about schools being out until mid-May. What was your reaction when you heard that?
You know, we kind of anticipated that announcement coming because we've been paying attention to what's happening across the country and seeing that some of the school districts were shutting down for additional weeks and then some that were closing for the remainder of the year. We knew something was coming, and so we anticipated that. And we've been working toward that. What would it look like for our district? What would it look like to continue instruction? How would that look in terms of ensuring that our kids are fed and that their social and emotional needs are met? So we've been anticipating this. So it wasn't a huge shock, maybe a little earlier than we planned, but we did anticipate that eventually it would come to this.
Yeah, so I imagine there are a lot of moving pieces right now. So what is the plan for parents and teachers moving forward over the next month and a half?
So we went to a virtual platform for teaching and learning, and that we call From the Classroom to the Cloud. And so all of our teachers have been working with our students virtually. We do have some classrooms that have provided packets for our students. So our next phase in the plan is to determine how do we allow teachers access to their classrooms so that they can get additional materials while practicing social distancing and ensuring that our teachers stay healthy. And so I have a call today with principals to talk about what would that look like in each of their schools to allow teachers to have access to their classrooms. And our maintenance department has started sanitizing all of the schools. So we know that our schools are in good shape in terms of allowing folks to come in. We'll just have to sanitize again after we have allowed teachers access to their classrooms.
And I know for a lot of parents, there's a big concern, especially those who are still trying to work from home and then also have their kids there, that their kids might start getting behind in some of their studies. So what do you want to tell some of those parents?
Yeah, so this is something that we're all working through. We appreciate the flexibility. We appreciate the support from the parents, and try not to be anxious around the students because they can feel that stress and it makes them stress. And we have students that just don't understand right now what's going on. So I would say to those parents, stay connected with the school, with your child's teacher, and work through any levels of stress that you have with that teacher or any concerns that you have with your child's teacher. And just know that we're all learning in this together.
And are they expected to be learning new material, or is this at this point just trying to kind of keep them from losing some of the stuff that they've already learned in the classrooms?
Yeah, so I think it's a little bit of both. We definitely don't want our students to slide backwards. And so they've definitely been receiving some remedial materials to stay on top of what they knew before they left. We've seen our teachers be very creative. For example, our JROTC, their virtual classroom, they have uniform inspections every day. So they've asked students to have someone video them in their uniform so they can have their inspections done each day. So I think it's a little bit of both that are going on across all areas. And as we move forward and receive more guidance from the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, that will help us determine where our focus will be moving forward.
And this may be something that you've talked with them about. I know for a lot of juniors and seniors looking ahead to college, there's a lot of concern with how this could impact them as they try to start applying to colleges. Any idea how this could impact them?
Yeah. The one thing that I do know, because we don't know everything just yet in terms of what that impact could potentially look like, but this is an impact across the country. And so we have quite a few people across this country that's trying to figure that out for students. I'm sure we will come up with a plan that will hold our students harmless. I know in our district, we've started looking at which of our seniors already meet the graduation requirements, which ones are one class away or two classes away. So just getting a handle on where are our seniors in terms of graduating from high school, and then looking at those in terms of the college requirements, you know, where are you in that? But we're also staying closely connected with our UNC systems to hear from them what the expectations are for our incoming freshmen, for our high school seniors that would be incoming freshmen.
And I know that there's still a lot of uncertainty, but has there been any thought to a couple months down the road what might happen with the graduation ceremony?
That is a tough one. We have so many students and families that have waited for this time to see their student walk across the stage. So if things work out and we're back in school on May 18th, we certainly see that happening. We have thought about things like maybe once we're back in school or we can have a graduation, if it's after the May 18th date, then we would still have a graduation for our seniors. What would that look like if we had to do something virtually? So we're still thinking through those pieces because we know this is a very important time for families. And I know some of us think, well, we have bigger fish to fry or other things that we need to consider. But when you're a senior and you've been waiting for your senior prom, you've been waiting for your senior awards, you've been waiting for that moment to walk across the stage, it matters to them. And so we are thinking that through to see what can we do and how can we ensure that our students will have that opportunity, even if it's not when we originally thought.
Yeah, definitely so many things for you guys to have to try to figure out. Is there anything else that you want to share with parents and teachers?
Yeah, I would say I would like to share my appreciation and how thankful I am. I know the teachers in my district, they have worked so hard. And there are a lot of things that different school districts are thinking about, like accountability of time. And I've seen where we've had teachers that have been online responding to parents at like 2 a.m. So have some balance, have some work and home life balance. When you're working virtually, it's so easy to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So consider your own personal health and your own personal stress level, that you can't keep that pace for so many weeks. And so that's something we are encouraging, and we're building in time for planning for our staff so that they can take a break. And we're looking at how do you respond to parents after a certain hour, ensuring that you respond within 24 hours, but don't feel the need to be attached to your device. And we don't need kids attached to a device more than a certain number of hours per day. So they still need to get out. They still need to have physical education. They still have to have those middle breaks. So think about those things as we are thinking about this virtual platform that some of us, this is our first time to flip an entire school district from physically being in the classroom to now virtual. So just remember that you have to take care of yourselves and try to keep that stress level down.
Yeah,
And stay
definitely
connected with the schools.
had to deal with.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, definitely something that none of us have had to deal with before.
No, this is new to a lot of us. Yes.
All right, Dr. Edmonds, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So appreciate it.